If I had a pound or dollar for every time I heard someone say, I don't know where to start with decorating my home, I would be sunning myself in the Maldives right now. And I'm guessing if this is a stumbling block for others, then it is for you too. You just want something concrete that you can run with and finally get this thing going. If you're shouting yes right now, then keep on listening. Welcome to the Daring Home Decor podcast. Are you tired of playing it safe with your interior design? Are you overwhelmed with choice and just want simple steps to pull off cohesive and unique decor? I'm your host, Cara Baker, virtual interior designer and bold decor coach. I'll help you get brave, find your style and create a home with pizzazz. So grab your paintbrush, put on those overalls and let's get decorating. Welcome to the podcast. I'm so glad and happy to have you here. And today's episode is going to cover exactly where to start with your bold interior design. You're just a little confused. You're not sure where to start with adding bold interior design to your home. You feel the nudge and know you want to experiment with colour and pattern, but you're stuck wondering, how the heck do I just start? So today we're going to talk about how to know with 100% clarity what to do first to get daring with your decor. Not based on trends or what other people are doing on social media or pressure. It's literally through you. What you love, what lights you up and what aligns with you. I totally get the overwhelm when it comes to decorating your home. It hasn't passed me by and still doesn't pass me by sometimes, but hopefully by the end of this episode, you will have somewhat of a concrete starting point. So there's no guesswork and no stress. You'll have a plan on where to get going. I would suggest grabbing a pen and paper to take some notes if you can. So let's start. First of all, choose your space. Pick one room or even a corner or area of a room in your home. Keep it small and doable. We don't want to be choosing the largest room in our house that gets the most use, that needs the most decisions made. Choose something easy. I'll give you an example. When I first did this in my home, I chose my hallway. So it's probably one of the smallest spaces in the house and it hasn't got lots of needs and functions. It's just a pretty easy space to start with. It's important when you feel overwhelmed with decorating your home that you're not looking at the whole house. A bit like when I'm doing any task, sometimes when I've got my list of things to do in a certain task, I look at the whole list and think, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. That's just so confusing. But when I think, okay, I'm just going to look at the first thing I need to do regarding this task and do that first. And it's so much easier doing that. So just picking one room, one small room or one space in your home cuts the overwhelm down already before you've even started and hopefully sets you up for a win. Now, once you've chosen your room or space, I want you to go into that room and close your eyes for a second and imagine if the space was bold. I'm presuming it isn't at the moment, otherwise you wouldn't be needing the help from this podcast episode, but imagine the space bold. Now, what does it contain that's made it different to what it is now? What would it need to feel exciting and done? Now, don't go overboard. We haven't got to strive for a full-on makeover here. We're just giving the space a glow up. So what would you need to add to this space to give it a little glow up and make it feel bold and daring and more in line with what you've got in mind for your home decor? Now, I just want you to choose 5 things that you feel need to be added in order to glow up the room. So what 5 things are missing at the moment that you would need to add in order to make this space more daring and more bold? Just keep it to 5 for now. You can always add things later, but I don't want you to be overwhelmed. So we can stick to 5 items or changes. Keep it simple, keep it non-disruptive, keep it affordable, keep it non-permanent. And when I say non-permanent, I mean, don't be thinking things like, oh, I need to I need to knock a wall down, because that's just going to cause you stress and you're not going to get the win you want. So something, for example, adding an accessory, that's not permanent. It can be taken away anytime. I'll just give you some examples of what the 5 things could be. It could be adding statement cushions. It could be a colourful lamp. It could be bold art. It could be painting a wall. It could be replacing a plain vase with a quirky vase. It could just be adding colour, full stop. That could be one of your 5 items, adding colour. It could be adding texture, adding layers. These could be one of your 5 things that you feel need introducing into the room. So if you come up with these, obviously then you've got to think about, if I want to add colour, how am I going to do it? And can I just say, side note, I can do all this work for you whenever you invest in a digital decor kit. My clients decided to skip the duct taping everything together and hoping they could get amazing results from free resources and Google University. Now, I wish I could help each and every one of you get there just from the podcast, but in the real world, jumping into working with me is honestly the best, easiest and quickest way for you to do this. If this sounds good, check out daringhomedecor.co.uk/digital decor kit. But if you're not ready for that yet, that's totally fine. You can definitely do this on your own, just from the tips from this podcast episode. It's just going to take you a little more time and a little more figuring out. So the next thing that you need to do is to curate your mood board. This doesn't have to be complicated or technical. I've got other episodes on the podcast on how you can create mood boards easily. You can even, instead of creating a mood board as such, jump on Pinterest and create a board there with just the 5 items that you've written down, and maybe pulling in some other items that are already in your room or a similar vibe to what your room is already. So collect all your images together, either on a mood board or on your Pinterest board. Don't overthink it. Don't spend too long. If you're happy with how everything looks, then don't forget it's only 5 items, so we don't want to go into overwhelm here. Keep it simple. So the next thing you need to do is source your finds. Now, if your board is feeling inspiring and you're happy with it, you can then either go, depending on what you've put on there, you can go and find items online. You can go out to the store. You can get some paint swatches if adding maybe a colour block was one of your ideas. Or maybe you've already got things around your home that you could shop your home and move from one room to another. Maybe look in the loft, is there anything up there? Or you could, of course, DIY some items too. And I've also got a few podcast episodes on how you can do that. Remember when shopping to keep your items to your style, your colour palette, your vibe, so we can edit out all the hundreds and thousands of millions of options out there, and that should reduce your time and overwhelm. Also remember to stick to the 5 pieces. This is why I say choose them to start with, because if for example one of the items that you've decided is a colourful rug, then you are not going to then go looking for storage baskets or lamps. You're looking for a rug, and you're also not looking for a black rug or a white rug or a beige rug. You're looking for a colourful rug. So you've already edited down what you're actually looking for. So don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Make the decision, buy the thing, do the DIY. If you do purchase small accessory items, you can always send them back if they don't look right once you get them into your place. So don't dither, get it done. And lastly, the exciting part is to style your room. Bring those pieces or ideas or colour or paint or whatever it is, bring those pieces in and style your space. And remember, it's about progress, not perfection. You can always tweak and enjoy as you go. And you can have a good faff around and move items. I literally, when I'm styling a space, will move something an inch to the left or an inch to the right, and I swear it makes a difference. And I get up the next day and I move it around a little bit more. It's really good to have a break from the space and come back with fresh eyes and think, yeah, that looks amazing, or no, it's not quite right. So give yourself permission that it's not all going to fall into place perfectly, or not necessarily, but you'll definitely get there in time. So now I've given you specific, concrete steps on where to start. You've got no excuse. Go on, go. What are you waiting for? Why are you listening to this podcast? Go and give your space a glow up. Remember, action is what creates transformation. Just start. Okay, I'll just give you a quick recap. 1, choose your space. Pick one room or corners to focus on. 2, imagine it bold. Picture how it could look and list 5 bold things that's missing. 3, curate your mood board. And a simple mood board or Pinterest board is fine. 4, source your finds. You can buy, DIY or shop your home. Keep it as simple as possible. 5, style your room. Bring all your items in and style your space. Remember, progress over perfection. And if this episode has helped you finally figure out where to start with your bold decor, I'd love it if you take a minute to leave me a review. Your feedback helps more women find the podcast and get the confidence boost they need to create a home they love. Plus, it totally makes my day. Thank you for listening and for being part of the Daring Home Decor community. I really, really appreciate you. And as always, thank you for joining me. I will see you next Tuesday, where I can't wait to get creative with you in the next episode of the Daring Home Decor podcast. Put down your tester pot for 1 more minute. Come share your wins from this episode by leaving a quick review on Apple Podcasts. And don't forget, you'll find your next bold steps in the show notes. Meanwhile, you can get more interior inspo by joining my free community at facebook.com/groups/Daring Home Decor. And until next week, stay daring.